thank you everyone for joining us today for this panel. Welcome aboard. And before anything else, I would just like all of you to take a couple of minutes each and just share your views on the topic at hand, which is women in technology. Absolutely, your unplugged views on what's happening, what's your take, where we are, and what you think is the future. And then after that, I'm going to ask all of you some questions. So in the order that I introduced you, if you could please open with your comments on this topic, please. Thank you. So Emmy ma'am, if you could start.
Okay, thank you for your invitation today. I'm very happy to able to join today. So although there has been a moderate increase, the promotion of the women in decision-making process also still remains low. So it is still not easy to find role models in our workplace. The lack of visible female leader role model is a big issue. So I started my ITP journey in 2008. Prof. Takako, she invited me as ExCom member of Japan Council WIE, and it was my beginning of my new journey. And ITP is a very diverse community, so all are welcome, all are respected. And IEEE, our global network connects more than 20,000 members in over 100 countries to advance women in technology at all points of our life and career. And we IEEE members make lifelong friendships like this, cure influencer mentors, and make a difference for the benefit of humanity. So we can meet many active women professionals through these ITP activities and events like today. And we know there are many wonderful women global leaders here. So they inspired us a lot. And if we can see like this, so we can imagine that we can be a leader. So it's a very good thing for us. And also IEEE provides global experience in diverse community. And so it means there are many opportunities to be members and students and young professionals. So it's I think it's a really great thing and a big benefit for IEEE members. So I'm very excited to today's panel discussion. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Emmy ma'am. Celia ma'am, would love to know, what your views on how things stand, or what is your opening take on this topic?
Hello.
Celia ma'am, yeah.
Yeah. It's a great honor to be here. Give me 1 minute.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a great honor to be here. Actually, especially during this pandemic situation. The pandemic came as a challenge for many of us. But this IEEE Women in Engineering and such Women in Engineering International Leadership Summit is giving us an opportunity to transform this challenge into so many, I should say, so many opportunities, challenge into opportunities for learning each other on the border, which is very important. So this learning has no end, and especially as a woman, and since we want to lead the smart world just by our merit. So this is an important learning opportunity, I should say. And also through these virtual events, we came to know many other people, especially the root level volunteers, because of virtual events. More people are joining whom it was not possible to know through the face-to-face events. I should say this is the great value added is adding to our life, which is very important, and which is very important to learning the role models. A role model can be my junior, a role model can be my senior, because from everyone we have something to learn. And if this is the attitude, then this IEEE ILS and this pandemic and these virtual events, of course, is a huge opportunity for all of us. We should take it positively, and we should empower ourselves through our learning spirit. That should be the base. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Celia ma'am. Supavadee ma'am, I would love to know what you think about women in technology, women in leadership, and your opening views, please.
Okay, so thank you very much. So I hope you all hear me. So it's nice to meet with everyone. So actually, I'm spent very long time on the IEEE and also in the women in engineering. So of course, I have came across many of the female leader in IEEE, like Laxmi, like Takako, that and Janina, and that they become like a very good mentor. Okay, one thing, because also of their successful in their career path as well, and their ability to mentor, I mean, the younger volunteer. And I think that is, I mean, very important, that we need a good mentor. And then we also, when we are the mentee, right, then when we give that benefit, and then we can plan our career. And then also when we are also senior enough, we can be also a good mentor to many of the junior volunteer as well. So I believe that that is one thing that very good about the mentorship of the IEEE communities. And also another thing is about the my research. Mainly, I'm a university professor, so my research is on the video analytics, and now we use a lot of deep learning, a lot of machine learning, and now I think AI, machine learning, deep learning is the field of the future. It drives many of the application, many of the service. One thing that I have give a talk and have been studying a lot also, like we enter the fourth industrial revolution. Now one thing that we need to pay attention is like not only the technical skill that we need, but we also need the what we call now the digital skill, and then also the cross-functional skill as well. And I believe that that is very important for the female engineer. And also that there are some statistics that digital device still play very important, and female engineer is somehow lack in this. So I believe that as part of the researcher, I could help the female researcher in this area as well. So that is my take on this topic. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ramalatha ma'am, over to you, please. What do you feel? What are your opening remarks, please?
First of all, I would like to thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity, Sukhada ma'am.
Yes.
Women in engineering has been working towards the empowerment of women for the past 25 to 30 years. And I have been really inspired by people from women in engineering, my mentors. And after joining women in engineering, I learned that there are so many women out there who are very intelligent, are very inspirational, and who are all, but they don't have the opportunity to come up and or come out, I would say. There are so many social, economic, and cultural reasons for this. But at the same time, even in engineering, what we are doing is try to overcome these social, cultural, and economic reasons and blend it along with the women empowerment as well as the leadership. For example, we have done it for agricultural fraternity in my country, and rural masses in my country, and in some other children also. So this empowerment of women can start from very early in the age, and have to be given that thinking that they are also human beings and they are also equally contributing just like men. That kind of interest has to be created among the women. STEM education is one part. I'm not talking about only the STEM education, but education can help the women gain confidence in doing and bringing out something for society. For example, many of my students, I'm a professor, and many of my students have done projects, especially for the people with special needs. For example, some of them have created a gadget for I should say, for people without hands, and for people without mobility, they have created something called ankle foot orthosis, which is also a patented solution. So this kind of gadgets creation takes a lot of time, but at the same time, it creates a lot of interest among the students. I think that bringing people very near to the society, very near to the community, making them understand of empowerment that we are giving to the women. So my students have started doing projects, small projects, and going to the schools and encouraging women children to understand the physical laws and chemical laws by with the help of these projects. And this has
Ramalatha ma'am, if I can recommend, you can turn off your camera and speak. I think there's a bandwidth issue.
Yeah.
Request you to turn off your camera and speak.
To increase their confidence, and their empowerment automatically will come. So the leadership comes from within. That is my motto.
Thank you so much, Ramalatha ma'am. Moving on to Dr. Shabana, would love to know your opening remarks, ma'am, on women in technology, women leadership.
Hi, Sukhada, and thank you all. I'm thankful to Preeti ma'am, Amoli, and all the organizers of International Leadership Summit 2020. And as per my opinion, what I personally feel that whether the women is in technology or whether the women is engineer or not, every woman is technical, because the way the housewives manage their household things, manage their children, they have some technicality in them. So it is just a matter that how they are utilizing that. So not only the women and engineers, our motto should be to bring the women into the power, whether they are belonging to the arts fraternity, whether they are illiterate, whether they are already engineers. So this is my personal purview, that women has a special ability. All women has special ability, and they are technical in themselves. They are born technical actually. So this is my opinion. And recently I was in Saudi Arabia. So I personally feel that when a country like Saudi Arabia, they are allowing women to drive, women to come out and to match the shoulder with the men, and they're working in almost all the sectors. Then why we are not in that position, that we are emphasizing more on women in engineering, women in leadership, and the women around us. So the need of the hour is that we should empower the women, irrespective of the fact that they are already existing in technology. They are already engineers. We can collaborate with the women who are non-technical by their profession, by their qualifications. So I'll be emphasizing more on the need of the art, and we all are in fact able. We all are fulfilled with the for doing good things, for bringing up the women in power, for giving strength to our students, for giving strength to our colleagues. So This is all about my opinions. And thank you so much. And I'm excited to know the views of all my colleagues, panelists, and the audience also. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Shabana. Professor Rachana, I would love to know your opening remarks, please.
So, hello everyone. At the outset,
Hello.
I would like to thank the am I audible? Okay. So,
Yeah.
at the outset, I would like to thank the organizers, especially Dr. Preeti Bajaj and Dr. Amoli, for inviting me to be a part of this August gathering. The theme of this panel discussion on Women in Technology, WIE lead, is very apt. In my opinion, a true leader is one who, along with with him or her own personal growth, inspires and motivates others also to grow. For the betterment of society, it is essential that people who are not self-motivated should be inspired to aim higher. I myself has many role models and mentors at different stages of my life. And I attribute my success, whatever it is, to in my professional life and in my IEEE journey to a large extent to these role models. If they are not there, if they have not inspired me to aim higher and to have confidence in myself, I may not be at a place where I am today. The same thing I am trying to do with my younger colleagues. I always believe that nothing is impossible and trick lies in efficient management and setting your priorities right. I think this is one of the very important things that we must set our priorities right. These priorities, they may change with our age, with our experience at different stages in life, but first we must think about our priorities and we must set our goals and then we should plan how to achieve these goals. We may take baby steps instead of big leaps so that we may not get discouraged if we are not able to achieve our goals in the time that we had stipulated. So it is my advice that always take baby steps instead of big leaps. The second important mantra to follow is there is no substitute for hard work and there are no shortcuts in life. So I may say in the words of a poet, यूं ही नहीं मिलती राही को मंजिल, एक जुनून सा दिल में जगाना होता है, पूछा चिड़िया से कैसे बना आशियाना, बोली भरनी पड़ती है उड़ान बार बार, तिनका तिनका उठाना होता है. So I will translate it for the people who are not able to understand this. To achieve success, you must have passion for the work that you are doing. When asked how a bird makes her nest, she replied, she has to fly again and again to collect twigs and sprigs to make her nest. So this is my take on this subject, that we have to set our priorities right, we must manage our time, and we should work hard in our life to achieve success. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Rachana. Dr. YBS Laxmi, over to you, please.
Thank you, Sukhada. That was very nice of you. I wish to thank all the organizers for giving me this opportunity to be with all of you today. And it's really wonderful. I have been listening to Dr. Priyank and Dr. Prahlad. You know, I felt very small, I should say. They have been doing great things. I think we all have to aim at that. Okay. So given the chance, I think I would like to start with saying that there is no traffic jam at the extra mile, right? So I think we all have to move there, right? So if you have to see, the competition could be with men or the other women, right? But all of us have to aim at what is that we are going to do at the extra mile. That is one part. And as I am so happy to see all my friends out here, it's such a nice occasion to be with all of them. As Rachana put it, we have to lead by example, right? So, I mean, this is so important. And also, WA should be a platform where we develop the skills for leadership. I think that is a gap I think we all need to work on across the country. And we have been talking about that there is a gap. So, that what is that we can do as women in engineering? And of course, we all have a lot of experience, and we can tell a lot of stories as to how we can help the youngsters to not make the same mistakes as we did, right? And learning is the key to leadership. So that is very, very important. And you have to keep abreast with the latest technologies. I may have been working long back in ICs or something like memories and things like that. But today things are different. There is system on chip, there is IoT, there is blockchain, there is 5G. But you have to learn the jargon if you have to live with everybody, especially in the technology. That's my feeling. So that's all I had to say, and I would like to discuss anything people would like to ask. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you so much, all of you. It was absolutely beautiful to know your thoughts on this, and some of the things that stayed with me are, things around cross-domain expertise, the gap that needs to be, the gap that needs to be closed in terms of skill, the socio-economic factors that need to be taken into account, how you can open doors for people younger than you, and how we need to start this from a very early age when it comes to grooming women for leadership positions in technology. So those are just some of the things that have stayed with me from all of your beautiful point of views. And for the next half an hour, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw some questions to all of you. If you feel compelled to respond to any one of them, please, go ahead, unmute, and just let me know what you think about that question. So as time permits, I hope to get around questions that can engage all of our panelists. So the first question from me to all our panelists, and if you want to respond, you can, and if you wish, you can just opt out of answering this. How do you demonstrate leadership in your workplace? And do you think leadership is ingrained, or do you think leadership can be learned? Is it a skill, or is it a quality? So how do you go about demonstrating leadership in your workplace?
Yeah. Can I go ahead?
Sure.
Yeah. Leadership, I think it has to be acquired. That is, of course, it has to be acquired, and it comes over experience, right? So that is what it is when we talk about leadership.
Mm-hmm.
And in the workplace, leadership is also like you learn as to what are the pitfalls and how you do, and also you have to teach the younger generation as to what is that they need to do in order to get the leadership skills. And again, here comes the lead by example. So you need to know things, and then only you can expect others to follow you. So that is what I feel, and that is the reason we always have to be knowing the latest and one step more than what everybody has. That's what I feel.
Great, thank you.
On the second, okay. Yeah, so for me, I also think the same, that before we can be the leader, we have to be the follower first, right? So it means leadership will come when they think that you have gained enough experience. And I believe that we have to work very hard as well, because before we go into that position, we do need to know that, I mean, the single thing that if the follower need to do, right? So yeah, And then to be a leader, I mean, it's not that you order someone to do something. The communication is very important, and it's like we have to also be a friend, also with like our follower, I mean, as well. So that is my thinking. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sukhada. I want
May
to
I
tell
add something,
that
Sukhada?
I want to tell.
Yeah, Shabana ma'am, I think Celia ma'am is going first and you can add after her, please.
Okay, okay.
Thank you. So to me, actually, leadership is means inclusion, including all, you know, and leadership has no place for exclusion. If you exclude some potential person, then actually we are weakening ourselves. So to me, is leadership means at first set an example by yourself doing work that you want to lead, and then you can inspire all around you, younger than you, senior than you, to come on board with you. So unifying attitude, unifying quality for leadership, which is very important. And for me, it's very important because for any event or for any project, I send invitation almost to all. So that because I believe in inclusion principle, and this inclusion principle will make you will make you to build a team with various and diversified qualities, and that you ultimately make you stronger, and that is important. So we have to make our team with all potential people around us, so that people can say that we are not only the leaders, we are also creating leaders, and who can be a better leader than me. That is very important. Then I can say that I have produced a good generation, a more capable generation. That's leadership to me. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Dr. Shabana, please. Yeah.
For me, like most of the part Celia has covered, the one thing is that we have to embrace diversity, and we should always have a mentor who can guide us to be, who could be our role model, who could be our senior, who could be our friend. And we have to strengthen our network with a purpose. And this network is like, it could be a vast network which could be overseas, which could be extended up to overseas. And we should listen to learn from others, and we should treat everyone equally, positively, whether they are on some lower position or they are our subordinates. And we should think positively and proactively. And there is always, we all are belonging to IEEE. So joining a professional association is always helpful to lead on the leadership positions. So overall, we have to be a thought leader, and we should get a reputation for knowing our stuff and being on the leading edge in our own organization or industry. So this is my opinion. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shabana.
So, in my opinion,
Sure.
can I speak?
Sure.
In my opinion, the leadership is a quality which a person must have in him or herself. Later on, it can be enhanced, but you cannot make a person a leader or she does not herself. So it can be enhanced, definitely. And leadership doesn't means ordering or bossing around. It means leading by example. Just there was one song in 80s. It was Papa Don't Preach. If you remember, I think all of us might have remembered that song, Papa Don't Preach. So preaching is never a good leadership quality, one must lead by example. We must show the others what we can do. Then only we don't need to ask them to follow us. They will definitely come and follow us. They will seek our advice. They will seek our opinion if they know we are capable and we are doing things. So, if you are efficient, if you are doing things, and if you are working for others, the people, they will definitely see this quality in you and they will come to you for advice. And the second important quality of a leader is that he or she should prepare a second rung of leadership. It is not like that I am the leader and then after me there is nothing, there is a vacuum. So I can be a good leader if I have a good line of leaders behind me who can take up the role that I have today. Tomorrow they may be the leaders and they may be a more capable and a better leader. So if I am able to produce that line of leaders, then I will say I am a good leader. So,
Thank you, ma'am.
thank you.
Anyone else from the panel wants to answer this?
And
Yes, Emmy, ma'am, please.
in my opinion, it's a very simple. Supporting to team member is leadership, and as Shabana said, listen to their opinion. It's a really important thing, and connect people. So that's from me. Thank you.
Okay, great, wonderful. So I think I don't see anyone else who wants to answer this question. So I'm quickly going to move to the next question. And I want you all to please answer this very briefly so that we can move on to the next question. This is a small question. I want you all to name the most inspiring woman leader you know and why they've inspired you, if you can think of someone in technology.
There are, shall I speak?
Sure, sure. Yes.
Two women coming in my mind.
Yeah.
The present chair of IEEE Delhi section, Prerna ma'am.
Okay.
And Minnie Thomas ma'am. And Preeti Bajaj ma'am is always there when it comes to such kind of women.
Great. Anyone else, please? If you could, share who inspires you from technology.
Can I go ahead?
Sure, sure.
Laxmi, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know one lady who is Pamela Kumar. She is DG of TSDSI India. This is the Telecom Standards Organization. She is one of my role models. And of course, Dr. Ramalatha. I have been seeing her and she's really a great lady and I'm really thank her for the I mean, whatever I have learned,
No doubt.
is because of her.
Ramalatha ma'am is awesome.
Wonderful, ma'am. Yes. Anyone else, please?
Thank you, Laxmi.
Actually, Sadhana, actually, when I was PhD student in Canada, then we had a very hardworking women faculty member, Chun Young Wang. So actually, I have seen her working. Maybe one day I followed her. It's maybe more than 18 hours. So that's as a young student. Actually, she was one of the trendsetters for me as a hard work. And then in 2005, I went to ICASP in Philadelphia, and I joined Women in Signal Processing. Then I found a woman, and she's so visible, like Rabab Ward. And then after many years, and I found that she became the Signal Processing Society president. And then I went to another flagship conference also in 2005 in Kobe City, Japan. And there was women in CAS. I found there Liliana Trastovic, and now she is division director. You know, from the very childhood, and we have our school and college role models. But when we really came to research and innovation, then these are the three remarkable women who was 20 years back or 15 years back, I really felt that they are remarkable and they really prove themselves. as remarkable.
Fantastic.
And also in our Indian side, we have Ramalatha, we have Supavadee, we have Laxmi, we have person. I found every good thing in my every friend, and I considered them as my mentor and friend, no matter what. Thank you.
That's great, ma'am. Wonderful. Yes. Yeah, Ramalatha, ma'am. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a mentor. Is also a friend, and she has been working with me for the past 8 years, I would say. And before that, I had another mentor who was my own head of the department. Her name was Urooj. Right now, she is not here. She is not alive, but excellent person, excellent person. And I'm a person who actually gets guidance from every one of the people I meet. And even some of the panelists here have been my friends for a long time, and I have been learning so much from them. For example, Takako taught me that 24 hours you can be on service, on work, and you will not get tired. And Laxmi ma'am taught me that you have to take family as well as the work, career, and your volunteerism together. Everything is important in life. And Celia taught me you have to include everybody outside. You need to be friends with everyone. And Amy has been really great by reaching out to people, and she has been guide for me. So, like in each and everything, I learn from every one of the friends I meet. I think that that character of listening and observing that makes you actual leader, and I think others also will listen to you if you listen to them. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, Supavadee ma'am, would you like to go next?
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course, many of all the panelists are my mentor, mentee, and with friends. Yeah, but I would like to mention Janina Masiska. So she's the past Region 10 director, who now still the only female director. Yeah, because I had time to spend time with her also. I mean, not only at IEEE meeting, but some the leisure time that she gives me very good insight about how we could work also as a leader, and also responsible for the personal life things at the same time. Yeah, and I think it's very good learning by example, and she still inspire me until now. Yeah, that's short. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
I strongly agree with Supavadee. Janina is a person who is imperative. Other people I really need to mention.
Mm-hmm.
My spirit. I really need more than partly because she is every time in my breath. So she is such a person who has created a different version, different thought of leadership, and different thought of inclusion. Actually, she is not a divider, she is a combiner. So that's why she is an imperative part of my life. Thank you, Supavadee, for reminding me my integral part.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. If there is no one who wants to go next, I will move on to my next question. I think this might be our last question because we are running out of time, because if it's been time just flows when you're in such great company, and I'd never realized we're in 48 minutes already. The one very, very important question I now want to ask you, and again, I request you to be quick in your answers so that everybody can get to answer this. I wanted to cover two things. What has been your biggest barrier when it comes to leadership and technology, and what has been your proudest achievement? So if you could tell me both of those or one of those, please.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah,
audible?
Ramalatha. Yeah. Yeah.
Barrier, I would say, is by not only money. I would say it is my internal thinking that I'm not good enough for this. That is a barrier. So I consciously bring myself and think that no, I should not think that. And my usually positive nature helps me overcome this. So that is one thing. And I would say my biggest achievement is overcoming that kind of barrier and bringing my positivity around me, making friends all over, and bringing more role models in my university as well as in my IEEE group. I would like to say I have 30 to 40 volunteers working with me, every one of them now ready to be role models. So I think that is my achievement.
Wonderful, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yes, who would like to go next, please?
Okay.
Yes, Supavadee, ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, my character, I am an achiever. Achiever, so it means I set goal and I do things. I work very hard. Yeah. But another thing is I'm also a giver. Yeah. So it means as the university professor, yeah, I am a mentor or advisor of my student, and I feel great to mentor them and see them success. Yeah, so and that is the same as in terms of the volunteer as well. That I have many peers that and also many junior volunteer that I can not groom, but I can give them advice and I mean many friends also. Yeah, and then they can be success. So I believe that one of the achievement is that ability to do the thing that we love and we have passion in, and at the same time we can give back, and then also I mean see that we can have a positive impact in the people that are around us and see them also grow. Yeah, like it's like a grow together, grow at the same time. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah.
Shall I?
Sukhada?
Just a minute. I'm just checking who wants to go next. Laxmi, ma'am, do you want to go next? Sorry, I just lost track who was talking.
Yes, I was speaking.
Yes.
Okay, Celia, go ahead.
No, you go ahead first.
We are all being inclusive.
I'm thoroughly enjoying this panel, I'll tell you. It's really nice. See, the barrier I would say is, I don't call it a barrier. I'll say it's a growth. I have been, till my PhD, I was a very, very shy person. I never used to talk to people. At this kind of discussions, I doubt if I could really chip in. So, in fact, women in engineering and IEEE have given a platform to get rid of all those things and made me more stronger and more bolder to speak to people. And that is what I would say was my barrier, which I overcome. And my greatest achievement, there are a lot of achievements. I don't think I can say one of them, because my organization recognizes me for every aspect of what I do. And of course, because of that, I get more and more responsibilities, but I still enjoy doing. So, and in women engineering, I will really say my proudest moment is today. Bangalore section is so successful in women in engineering, where I would also like to name Dr. Deepa Shanai and myself. And we were sort of, in 2009, we were two of us batting around to see how we can see women in engineering grow. And today it is a fantastic affinity group in Bangalore and doing great. So that is my biggest achievement. I would like to say I'm very, very happy about it. Thank you so much.
Fantastic, ma'am. Thank you. Celia, ma'am, please.
Yeah, thank you, Laxmi. It's great listening to you, and thank listening to Rachana, Shabana, and all. Actually, the barrier. If I give some example, I'm the first female master student under my supervisor, and I'm the first female who returned home after PhD in 60 years of history of our department. And I'm the first female professor in our department in 65 years history. I'm the first female chair of 25 years history of IEEE Bangladesh section. And also I'm the first female senior member of IEEE Bangladesh section. So these were not the barriers, actually. It was milestone for me. It's not a list of record. Actually, it is a list of commitment and hard work. When I was young, I used to do homework, and homework. Now, one thing I do hard work, and hard work. So 3H has been transformed to another 3H, but meaning is almost remains the same. Spirit is almost the same. The barrier is many people actually we like a magazine cover. I always tell people that don't doubt your readiness, and don't think that you are from a small state, you are from a small country, you are from a small village. So no matter from where you are, actually, if you have a merit, if you have a passion, so you can lead this smart world. Everything can be taken away. Only one thing cannot be taken away is your well-documented work and well-documented activities and passion for growth. So I always, whenever the barrier comes, I think that I should not decide my workflow depending on the outcome. Rather, the passion should actually always flow, so that we can create a stronger generation. And the biggest achievement, there are a lot of accomplishment, but there are many way to go, long way to go, many miles to go before I sleep. So it is important that I have seen many of my mentees who started working in women in engineering, now doing PhD in University of Berkeley. I was their referees, and many who are working in University of Stanford and Cornell University. So these are the people who were my direct mentees, and I feel really stronger when I see their achievement. And under my leadership, our Women in Engineering group became the best in the region 10 and also became best in the global IEEE. So I have received many individual awards, but apart from those best paper award or individual award from region 10 and MGA level, I felt the best thing when I see the group achievement. And under my leadership as a chair, Bangladesh section became 2018 IEEE MGA Outstanding Large Section Award winner. That means you have transformed a small and medium section into a large section, and that became Outstanding Large Section Award winner. So I can see the face of many leaders who will be come up, who will be going for their higher study, they will come back, and it is a cyclic pattern. So this is important, and these are more than my personal achievement. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Emmy, ma'am, would you like to share your views? I think we have time for just you and one more, I think, Shabana or Rachana.
I would like to speak. First, Emmy may speak, after that.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So I think sometimes the biggest barrier is in ourselves. So we sometimes worry about too many things. But if we can know about how to do, how we can do running from role models, we can do it. We don't need to worry about many things in the future. So it's from me. Thank you.
Thank you. Rachana, ma'am, please.
I think when I had started with my professional career, the first, I think the biggest barrier was my own thinking. I never thought that I have a choice. From the beginning, I was a good student, so I had taken maths. If you in India, if you had taken maths, your next logical step is to go for engineering. Once you had gone for engineering, then you will go for some job. So my biggest barrier was that I never thought I have a choice. I was just following the pattern. And it was expected at that time that being a girl, I should choose the teaching as a profession. And
Rachana,
that was
sorry to
the
interrupt
time.
you. Sorry to interrupt you. If you could just answer briefly, ma'am, because we have Shabana ma'am after you. Yeah.
So at that time, that was the time, or that is what I say, that was my proudest achievement. Then at that time, I just put my foot down. I start thinking ki what I really want. And at that time, I thought ki I would like to go for some corporate job, and I had opted for the corporate job. But I worked there for 2-3 years, and then again the situation of my life changes, and again my thinking was changed, and again I make a choice of my own, that now from corporate life I want to go back to the teaching life. So this is my proudest thing, that I can make the choices. I was allowed to make the choices, and my biggest barrier was earlier barrier, that I thought ki I cannot make the choices. So I had evolved myself and had made the intelligent choices, or whichever has made me happy. So
Thank you, Dr. Shabana. I think we will close with your answer, please.
Just one sentence. As far as achievement is concerned, we achieve each and every moment with this panel discussion. I am connected with Sukhada now, with Laxmi ma'am. So achievement is something which at the end of the day, we feel fulfillment in ourselves. So there are so many big achievements, but those are achievements, those are awards, those are accolades. But the kind of fulfillment, the satisfaction we get meeting with each other, networking with each other, knowing each other, that is the real achievement. And as far as barrier is concerned, like we sometimes, I personally feel barrier, that how to make balance between my research, between my talks and webinars, between my giving time to my kids. So, but we have to manage, and I personally feel that we are able to do that. We are very powerful. Women are like, they are just wow, women of wonders. So we are able to overcome all such things. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I really wish I could keep talking to all of you, and 1 hour is really not enough time to do justice to all of you beautiful women, all of you amazing women with such great achievements. Trust me, I am so inspired, I can write a book on all of you. So thank you so much for joining us today, and without delaying the next session that is lined up, a big thank you to Emmy ma'am, Celia ma'am, Supavadee ma'am, Ramalatha ma'am, Dr. Shabana, Professor Rachana, and Dr. YYS Laxmi. I really hope to look forward to all your achievements in the future. Read about you in newspapers and magazines, and wish you a very successful life ahead, and please take care. Thank you so much for joining in.
Nice to know you. Nice to know you, Sukhada. Thank you so much.
Perfect moderation. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Before, just I would request you to stay for a couple of more minutes, please. Dr. Amoli, can you please take over?
Yes. Thank you all for sparing such wonderful time with us. And I also, before moving towards the next session, I would request all the panelists to please switch on the video to take one group photograph with all our panelists. All panelists, please switch on your video.
Yes, that's switched on.
Mitri ma'am, if you can. And just we can have this as we, because it is we.
Yes.
Please. Everybody, please. Pooja ma'am.
I am taking the screenshot, so I cannot do that. So I would request everyone to do that. Yeah, please.
Manoj and Manoj also can join while you are hesitating. You are
Yes, sir.
But Vamsi has a good excuse. But Vamsi, you should not have an excuse.
No, ma'am, I have to take a screenshot anyway.
Are we done?
Done.
Please.
Vamsi, done?
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Sudha, for speaking so well. And I hope you must have acquainted with these are all stalwarts in their own field, and WI leading ladies of the world and IEEE domain.
Absolutely my honor. Absolutely my honor.
So them, I'm associated with, proud of, and thank you so much. Emmy, Supavadee, Takako, Celia, Ramalatha ma'am, Shabana, everyone for joining. Subda, it's long time. I really enjoyed, and you feel proud when you saw your students to be, grown up and they are at the stage who can be. You can learn from them. So that's a proud moment. So Rachana ma'am, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Dr. Preeti. Thank you, Preeti madam.
Bye.
Okay.
Hey, just a minute, ma'am. Please wait, sir, ma'am.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Just a minute. Yes, please. To share, please. Coming to the end of this particular panel session, now I first of all thank all these beautiful, inspiring WIE leaders for a wonderful panel discussion on women and technology. So I request now Yano, Regent and WIE Committee Chair, to please accept this small memento from us at ILS-Nagpur. Ma'am, please. Please accept this, ma'am. Thank you. Next, I request Celia, ma'am. Next, I request Celia, ma'am, accept this token of gratitude from all of us. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I would also happy to share this e-memento to the Supavadee Aramvith member IEEE EAB and chair IEEE Pre-University Educational Thailand. Supavadee ma'am, please.
Yeah, thank you.
I also request Joint Secretary IEEE Delhi Section and Chair Educational Activities India.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Amoli and all team.
Thank you. I also request Rachana Garg, Executive Vice Chair IEEE Delhi Section India, to accept this e-memento.
Thank you, Molly, and all the team of ILS-Nagpur.
Thank you, ma'am. I also request Dr. YVS Laxmi, Vice Chair WIE India Council India, to accept this token of gratitude from all of us.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I also request Ramalatha Marimuthu, BOG 2019-21, a former global lead IEEE WIE. Ma'am, please accept this.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, and lastly but not least, Sukhada Chaudhary, who is the founder of Strauss Theory and runs the Nagpur's biggest co-working space to help out the startups in digital marketing. So, for carrying this wonderful panel discussion, I request Sukhada Chaudhary to please accept this token of gratitude from all of us at ILS.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much all. Now we'll move towards our next session, and for conducting this session, I request Vamsi to continue with this.
Thank you,
Thank you, Dr.
Amali.
Amoli.
Thank you all. Stay blessed.
Thank you all.
Thank you all.
Just a minute, Vamsi.
Manoj sir, can you make me the
Yes,
presenter?
I'm making you, Vamsi. Just a minute. Okay, I'm unable to. Prachi, can you do it actually?
No. Manoj sir has to do that. Manoj
Okay,
sir,
okay.
can you make me the presenter? Dr. Manoj? Okay, I think there is a problem. Amoli ma'am, can you continue to share the PPT? I think there's a problem with Manoj sir.
No, actually, Manoj sir is now presenter. as a host, so I'm unable to share.
You're unable to make me the presenter?
And even I'm also not present right now. I'm unable to share my screen.
Yes, done.
Done.
Okay,
Done.
now I am the presenter. Now I am the
Over
presenter.
to you,
Thank
Amsi.
you. Thank you. Just confirm me if you are able to see my screen.
Yes, we can.